Welcome back to another episode of Keep Trucking with yours truly. What's going on, man? We back, man. It's 2026. Happy New Year to everybody. I hope y'all, couple days y'all been in this new year so far. It's going great. What's going on, y'all? I've been on a little bit or a lot of bit of a hiatus. For a little couple months, been other stuff been going on with life and work and all that. But man, we back, man. I'm glad to be back, glad to be doing this. I love doing it. I want to give a shout out to all the subscribers, all the people that have been watching the videos lately while I've been, doing what I do. I think we had a 364 right now. It's still growing, even though I ain't dropped a vlog or a podcast in a couple months. It's still growing, so that's something good because it's a lot of people tuning in to the situation we got going on. There's a lot of people tuning on to the page, to the YouTube, even though it ain't nothing dropping that's new to them. So I want to give a shout out to all y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Keep trucking. I've been on a hiatus, man. It's been real stuff going on with life and family and everything. Work. I've been working DC fresh for the last couple months. I ain't been doing dry. I felt like they traded me down here. It's between me and you. I feel like that basically they wanted me down here permanently, but I don't know because there's a lot of guys that been working down here from DG Dry, and they've been doing DG Fresh for a while now, helping them out, and they've been down here longer than me sometimes. I think one guy been down here. He was down here for about like a year or something like that. I'm going on about like 3 months, man, but it's cool, man. I love it. What I was afraid of is getting used and getting comfortable with this because it's way more easier than dry. All you gotta do is really be on point when it comes to the delivery times. And I know once I got that ran down, I was gonna be doing what I do. So I got kind of comfortable. So hopefully I'll be able to shake that off when it's time to go back to dry. But yeah, man, for right now that's cool. But yeah, man, like I said, I've been away for a while. Haven't been posting much on any of my social medias because real life been hitting. But and I ain't gonna lie, I got a little bit of vlogger fatigue. Maybe from just trying to, I'm not a content chaser or nothing like that. So I just been, you know, if usually how my vlogs work, if I come up with the idea and it's like, all right, I want to show them this and show them, basically I ain't just been wanting to show the same stuff. Like I got the day in the life video. I got plenty of videos. You can see me loading and unloading the truck and driving. And I basically just been trying to come up with different concepts, like different type of videos, because I want to be showing y'all the same type thing. Even though this job is kind of interesting and fascinating, I know, I just want to come up with different like type of concepts to keep everything fresh. But that been the move with me, a little vlogger fatigue, coming up trying to come up with new ideas, and just real life stuff that's been really keeping me away from like posting stuff. But I'm back, man. It's 2026, man. 2025 was a great year, blessed year for me and my family. I started back trucking in 2025, the end of 2024, but 2025, that whole year, that was my first year like back on the road. So I really felt like a rookie truck driver again. So yeah, but 2025 was a great year, man. I learned a lot of new things. I turned 33. A lot of great things happened in 2025, man. Like I got, it's like I got a whole new, brand new perspective on a lot of things in that year. Came closer to people. Distance myself from people in the same bridge. So, it was a great year financially. Feel like I entered another tax bracket, and I learned more about saving and credit and all that. So that was great, man. So bless you to 2025, 2026. We here, man. We doing big things this year. We getting monetized this year on YouTube. Once I hit that 500 subscriber mark, I'm gonna start dropping hoodies and shirts. I'm gonna get that into motion. Trying to drop new vlogs, like three or four times a month. I'm out here in Jersey right now. got like 7 deliveries or something like that. But I want to talk about what I want to talk about with a lot of truck drivers don't know about is winter driving, man. Like it's a different if it's a different beast out here when you're doing this with the winter driving, man. Like driving in through the snow, you got the wind, the cold. And me, I work in I work in this type outside in this stuff. I'm just not driving the truck, so it'd be kind of difficult at times, dealing with, road conditions, especially if you get a bad snowstorm or something. You go to like upstate New York, shit show. You feel me? Some of the parking lots, some of the stores you get to, they not even. Sometimes you get there a little early, so sometimes everything not shoveled out and they not ready for you, so you have an issue with that. So and you gotta just deal with it. But just strictly when you're talking about the roads, man, you got to deal with the 4 wheelers and everything. Trying to look out for them because driving patterns change once the snow start falling and all that. So you got to just be more aware, be more vigilant, be more safe. Take your time. Try not to get too frustrated in it when you're driving in the winter driving in the snow and the ice. Got to watch out for the black ice, for the, all that. So that's a difficult thing to deal with. But as you're a truck driver, you know that's what come with it. And see, I learned how to maneuver that, get it, make it happen. Still, a lot of things been happening since my last podcast. In the world of music, in the world of sports, my Eagles. That's a long story. Right now, playoffs start in a week or two, and we on our last game right now. So they had me scared up during the end of the season, but they found a way to bounce back like I thought they would. Some of these podcasts would have been hard to do on the Eagles the last couple weeks because they've been pissing me off with that offense. Great defense, top defense in the NFL, but that offense, man, they struggle, and it really irritates me when they come to that because it really irritates me when they come to the Eagles offense because they got so many star players. Like you got AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goddard, a top 10 O line, a top 10 quarterback. Like I don't understand, but you know what it is, Kevin Patula. But we're not even talking on that. We're gonna talk on it. I mean, the consistency with this guy is like it's like two different people calling the plays when they come from one half to a second, which another half, and I don't understand it. It's weird. Like in the last game we played against the Bills, you came out there, you put up 13 points in the second half. You don't even have a completion. Like that's unheard of. Like it's like you're trying to do it at that point. You're trying to be hardball at that point. And that was kind of mind-boggling to me that you can fall from a cliff like that so crazy in the second half of a game, like not a one completion, and you got these all pro receivers, you got an all pro tight end. You can't make one. You can throw a screen pass and get a reception, like get more receptions. Man. So that was kind of crazy, man. The Eagles been irritating me, but the Eagles been irritating, man. But shout out to that defense, great defense. We got Cooper DeJean over there. We got that D line, Coop's acting great. I think he going to his first Pro Bowl. We got that D line. We got Jordan Davis been having a great year. Jalen Carter. We picked up the young boy from Miami Dolphins, Phillips. He been doing what he got to do. Zach Bond. I mean, you got Quentin, you got my man Quintanamo Bay over there shutting it down on. I mean that defense been moving and grooving, man. If only they can get a little bit of that sauce and them vibes to that offense, we'll be in a great spot. Eagles can have a mediocre offense and still do big things in the playoffs, but I still got a good feeling about my team, man. Don't get it messed up, man. I still feel like I don't know why. Maybe I'm delusional, or maybe I'm just, saying that because I'm a homer. But I feel like they're gonna turn up in the playoffs, and you might see something a little different that's gonna surprise everybody. But man, shout out to the Eagles. Y'all had me nervous in a couple of them games, losing at 21, drawn to the Cowboys a couple weeks ago. Dropping that type of game right there, I feel like that was bad. But yeah, they got it done, man. They beat a lot of great teams this year, and I feel like going into the playoffs, they're gonna be off pretty well. So shout out to my Eagles, man. We gonna be cool, man. Let's go. Let's lock in. I don't know how good my mic working right now. So if you can hear a little bit of a sound in the background, that will happen. That's my trailer because I'm driving fresh right now. Of course, you know I'm driving fresh right now. Of course, you know. So that thing got a motor on it, so it'd be growling. I'd be have to have the earplugs in at night when I'm trying to sleep because it'll keep you up. So if you hear a little bit of that, that's because of that. Try my best when I do the edit to try to delete a lot of that out, but might be a little bit in there. But yeah, man. This year, man, we doing great things, man. Keeping it moving and grooving. Comments. I'm gonna get to some comments and all that. And, you know, it's gonna be a short one today, but it's just based the introduction back into the game. So I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get into some comments, man. It's gonna be a short episode today, but this basically my introduction back, you know, for 2026. So we ain't gonna do too much. A lot of the stuff that been going on lately with all the information and the news cycle and all the stuff that it's kind of old now, being that it's New Year, so we starting fresh. But I'm gonna get into some of these comments instead of talking about these certain topics that might be a little old now since it's 2026. Being that's a new year, nothing really crazy happened yet, and I hope it be like a calm, beautiful new year. But let's get into some of these comments. Excuse me if I butcher some of these YouTube usernames. My bad. I know sometimes y'all be a little bit off the cuff with it anyway, so it's not really a big deal. But it is a big deal a little bit because I don't want to. But there go the name. Gig work Gig worker Rick 5363. He said, I'm starting next week on a DG Fresh account. Only thing I found weird is why I have set up for you drive a day and not deliver to the store the same day. Was distance far or something? Okay. With Fresh, everything is basically time restricted. Like for right now, for me, example for the day, I'm parked up right now. I had a mandatory this morning, 5 to 7. I got that done around like 6. Now I'm at my second store of the day, and I got to the store around like 7:30. But the window for this clock is 11 to 1. You know, and they usually do that because a lot of when you take the fresh stuff off the truck, it have to go in like into the freezer exactly after. When you do dry, you take everything off the truck, take it through the back door. It can sit there for a couple hours before because it's dry stuff, but fresh everything. So if they don't have the employees in the store to work everything and put everything into the freezers, that's why they put in for the restriction, because that's when they're gonna be able to have the people in there to get the work done instead of letting you can't let frozen stuff, milk and all that sit out too long. And for instance, this store manager said if I could have delivered it right now, like as soon as I got there, but they would have had to close the store down and get everything stocked up. So basically, to not deal with an attitude and to not deal with like a slow pace of everything, I just decided I'll wait until they window so they can get the employees in here to get the stuff done so we can have a fresh, easy day. But yeah, it's just everything is set up like that because everything is more time restricted with DG Fresh. So that's why sometimes you gotta just drive there to make sure you're there and have everything like that. Here go another one from King Santana 901. How fast y'all trucks go, bro? About 70, about it can get up to 70, but it's governed at 68, of course. But it can get up to about down there 80 miles per hour if you're going down a hill with some weight on you. But there's no reason to go that fast nowhere on the East Coast, so you don't really want it. Another one right here from Rollman 1992. Great year, man. That's the year I was born, by the way. He said, I was thinking about going back there. I used to work there, but had issues with family. Did they pack the trucks better? I didn't make much money, but to be honest, I should have hustled more. I wonder if they take me back. Um, my man, Roman, I think they'll take you back, man. If you as long as you didn't get fired from here for for your work issues or something like that, I feel like you should be good, man. Like I worked at Republic, not Republic Service. That was not a non-class A job. I worked with U.S. Express a couple years ago doing DG, and unfortunately, I was fired from there. but and since that they're not a part of Dollar General no more. That had nothing to that it had no recommendation or nothing to do with me working here now with the actual Dollar General company. But I feel like if you didn't have no incident like within a company, you should be able to come back anytime, man. And you definitely gotta hustle, man. It's all up to you to get stuff done and send them into ETAs in time. Like that's one thing I like about Dollar General. That it's more about your hustle. It's not really a set pay. One week you can make 2,500. You can make then at 3,000. Next week you can make a 10. You can make you can make 1,000 if you're not really hustling. If you're trying to bullshit. So like I like that about DG. It's all up to you. It's all about what you want to do and how you want to grind. Like, but definitely, man, try to apply again, man. Let me know what's going on. We got another one right here from Joshua Wright 5648. He said, hello, I've been watching your videos and I'm thinking about coming to Dollar General Fleet. Just wanted to know what the pay is like. Pay is good, man. It's two different pay scales if you're doing DG Dry or DG Fresh. DG Dry is about 70 cents a mile. It's about with DG Dry it's about 78 cents a mile, $80 a stop. With Fresh, it differ $35 a stop, about 68 cents a mile or something like that, but you got more stops, so everything balanced out with that. I will have to run my numbers. I'm putting my the numbers up here to make sure that's correct, like exactly correct. But I feel like I'm not that far off. But it's good pay, man. Like I just said, man, you gotta lock in, you gotta hustle. As long as you got that hustle and you ready to grind, you can make good money here, though. But depending on what side you want to do, DG Drive does pay more per mile and stop, but it's way more work. DG Fresh is less. DG Fresh is less strenuous work. The pay is a little less, but you got more stops, so it kind of balances out. And I actually been making more over here at DG Fresh because I've been hustling more here because I got that in me. But balls. But yeah, that's what it is, man. With that, like, go ahead, apply, man. Come get this money, man. There's a lot of it to go around. Let's go. That's all the questions we got today, man. I appreciate y'all with all the questions and keep them going. Like I said, I'm responding to them online, on YouTube, on the actual page, and I'm gonna respond to them on here so y'all can hear me loud and clear all year. You feel? Anyway, yeah. Anyway, man. Talk about one little thing, man. I've been seeing, a lot of, there's been a lot of stuff online, a lot of negativity, Hopefully this year it'll be a lot better with everything, but I'm talking about like in the world. And I feel like, man, things always been crazy with, man, with the way of the world and, with people. I believe it's more good in people, but the worst in people is always, put on camera. And I feel like everything always been crazy. It's just more monetized. It's more visualized. It's now because it's cameras everywhere. But I feel like everything always been crazy. It always been some people always had bad intentions, and we always had evil people, dark people. But since it's more of a light on it now because everybody got a camera phone, everybody have a camera, everybody have a voice, you know, which is not always a bad thing most of the time, but it could have some type of negativity. I want to give a rest in peace to everybody that we lost in 2025, man. All the loved ones. I hope we can diminish some of the hate. Find a way. I hope we have more God in 2026 and more love in 2026. It's a hopeful thought, but it's one that I strongly, wish for. But give a shout out to everybody, man. Like I said, I gained a lot of knowledge. You know, I realized a lot of stuff that I previously didn't realize. I feel like I got more mature, and more, you know, and just not just an age thing, but like a mind thing. Because you could be 65 years old but still have an immature mind. So as long as your mind is not mature, it don't matter how old you is. You could be shit eons. You could be 90 and still, if you ain't really mature mentally yet, then it's still not there. So I feel like I got a lot of that this year. I feel like a lot of that was gained. You know, and I just got a great feeling about 2026, man. I don't know what it is. Maybe because 26 my favorite number. There might be a little bit of it, but not just that. It's just like the vibes. I came into 2026 on a truck. Unfortunately, I was on FaceTime with the wifey and all that, but I wasn't able to be at home. Um, but still, man, a positive. I think I had some noodles or something like that. I had some Roman noodles, but I still had a positive. I still got a positive mindset and a good feeling about this year, man. I hope everybody else have that same type of same type of mindset about this year. Whether you a big New Year, don't. I'm not a New Year, new me. I'm just a New Year, same me, different goals. Different views. Like that's all it is. Like I'm still the same person. I'm always be me. Always be you. Don't afraid to be you. Be grateful. Be blessed. Um, show love. Receive love. Everything you dish out to the universe, you're gonna get it back. So be careful the energy that you portray on people, because you're gonna get it back one way or another. So I just hope everybody have a positive and a great year, a great 2026. I hope y'all 2025 wasn't that bad, but even if it was, let's flush it down and let's begin something great. Shout out to everybody, man. Love is love, man. Don't take nothing for granted, because granted it's not guaranteed. You feel me? Love. We out. Keep trucking.